1 year ago, I logged onto my old school RuneScape account for the first time in years, with the goal of giving old school RuneScape an honest try. I started off last episode with a total level of 1038 and only about 30 quests completed. I accomplished a lot of useful mid-game account goals, starting with completing 30 some quests, which pushed me closer to one of my end goals, obtaining the quest cape. I tried Barbarian Assault for the first time, and after 5 hours of doing so, I obtained enough points to earn the iconic Fighter Torso, which is now my best DPS body for melee. I completed the easy combat achievements and continued the goal of improving my melee setup, spending a few hours fighting Cyclops to obtain the Dragon Defender. My journey ended as I took down Jad on my 7th attempt at the Fight Caves and obtained my first ever Fire Cape in Old School RuneScape. This is where my journey continues. After completing the first episode of this Old School RuneScape series, I took a bit of a break and basically just logged in for farm runs. I got quite a few levels, as you can see, level 60 farming coming in with the hardwood tree patches. But I would also just log in every few days to get those levels, and eventually got up to level 70 farming fairly quickly. I also spent quite a bit of time checking my daily birdhouses and slowly leveling up my hunter. And this one is it. It is the final birdhouse I need for level 70 hunter, which is a requirement for Song of the Elves, so that is awesome. Honestly, I've been loving doing these birdhouse runs, and I'll probably continue still. I think I've made a ton of money from them, like probably over 10 mil, which is awesome. So I'm definitely going to continue doing a few of these birdhouse runs, but I won't focus on it as much because we have the level 70 hunter completed. I also spent a ton of AFK time mining shooting stars. The goal was to get 70 mining, which again is needed for Song of the Elves. I slowly want to build up those requirements so I can do that quest and unlock the Gauntlet, which could get me a BOFA, and that would be a huge upgrade for the account. And after many AFK hours at the shooting stars, I got 67 and 69 mining, and then finished off level 70 mining at the Motherlode mine. And just checking off another requirement for Song of the Elves, this will be level 70 mining. You can see I'm here in the Motherlode mine, so this is a new piece of content that I am trying out. It's not in RuneScape 3 at all, and I'm kind of enjoying it, I think. I mean, it definitely is a bit tedious to do this, but you can see I'm actually still mining. I kind of messed up, to be honest. I shouldn't have done shooting stars all the way to level 70. I am gonna need to do a bit of the Motherlode mine here. You can see when you do deposit these different pay dirt into the hopper, it will generate certain ores. So you can see I got a bunch of random ores and also 3 golden nuggets, which is awesome because that is what I'm going for. These golden nuggets, they are used to buy the mining prospector outfit. So if I trade here, yeah, they can buy the prospector outfit, which is quite expensive, I might add. I mean, I think the whole outfit costs about 180 golden nuggets. But the main thing I want is the coal bag. Coal bag costs 100 golden nuggets, and it's going to really help my smithing training at the blast furnace. It's going to increase my XP per hour by quite a bit, like I think maybe 40-50% or so. So that's what I'm going to be going for. I might even end up with level 71 or 72 mining by the time this grind is done, depending on how lucky I get with these golden nuggets, but that's where I'm at right now. Hey guys, so I'm still here at the Motherlode mine, and as you can see, there's something following me now. I actually got the mining pet, and I didn't even realize. So I was AFKing on my phone for multiple hours, and then I just saw this rock golem following me, and it turns out it's actually the pet. So that was extremely lucky. I actually looked at the chances of what it is to actually get a pet, or at least the mining pet, and so it is a 1 in 247,200 chance to get the mining pet through the Motherlode mine. I have been mining probably 1,000 or 2,000 of these, so
I have been here for a while, but still insanely lucky that I got this pet. It's my first pet in old school. So I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, quick update. I just realized you can actually recolor the golem by using a specific ore or rock on it. I just used a gold ore on the golem and now he looks amazing. You can change it whenever you want just with one ore, so I'm pretty happy with that. If I wanted him black, oh, that looks pretty good too. Mithril ore is blue. The blue looks really good, but I think we're gonna rock the gold for now.
And this should be the final load of pay dirt. I should have enough gold nuggets to buy the coal bag. So it costs 100. So looks like we have 3 left over. And let's trade for the coal bag. We finally got it. I definitely went a little bit over my goal of 70 mining. I'm actually now level 73 mining. You know, it is good getting levels anyway. It would have been nice to maybe plan that out a little bit better, but I'm really happy with the upgrade, and 7.3 mining is pretty nice as well. And so one of my next goals is to get an imbued Slayer Helm. Now, I had a few options. I could have went through the Nightmare Zone and gotten the points that way, but I heard that the PvP arena was a great way of getting imbued scrolls for not only the imbued Slayer Helm, but also the imbued Berserker Ring, etc. And so I decided to try it out. I've done a few games so far. It's been pretty straightforward. It's maybe a bit slow finding games, and there's a lot of maybe bots or people not even trying to fight. But that's fine for the points. I think I'm going to do this for a while. It shouldn't take too long, actually. You only need 200 points, and you get, I think, 10 or so per game, no matter if you win or lose. Of course, more if you win. So I'm going to be doing this, get maybe 2 imbuing scrolls so I can get the Slayer Helm and the Berserker Ring, which I'll likely buy off the Grand Exchange.
Okay, so I'm done with PvP Arena. It was getting a bit frustrating just because there's so many bots or people that don't seem to actually start the fight. But we did get quite a few attempts in. I got quite a few wins, actually. So 430 points, and we're going to buy 2 scrolls of imbuing, which we can use on the Slayer Helmet and then also on a Berserker Ring. And then we can start a Slayer grind. I guess another thing I will probably want for that grind is, of course, Desert Treasure, which I think I can complete fairly soon. I just need Temple of Ikov completed and 53 Thieving. So that will be another thing that I will want to start to work towards. Okay, we just bought the Berserker Ring. It's went up in price quite a bit, probably because Varlamore has been released, but it is going to really help. I think it will increase our max hit, so hopefully it does do that. And now let's just quickly go to the bank. I want to bring out all of my melee gear just to see how strong I am with it all. Probably need to upgrade my body at some point. It is good for strength bonus, but not really much defense bonus there. So this is my best in slot melee gear now, and before I was using just a warrior ring. So if I just check that, my max hit is 25. With the other ring it's 26. In fact, because we can imbue it, so we'll do that, imbue the Berserker Ring. Now it gives a +8 melee strength bonus, so that's 2 extra max hits. So I think that's definitely worth it, increasing our max hit 2 points. That's going to increase the XP per hour when doing Slayer and just when training combat in general. So it was 5 mil, but I think it's worth it, and I'm happy with that purchase. I still need to go to a Slayer Master to actually learn how to make the Slayer Helm, so I will have to go do that now. And we do have a worm task to complete once I go do that. So let's head over to a Slayer Master and get that unlocked. Okay, we're here at the Slayer Master, and we will have to spend 400 points to unlock it. We have 576, so we do have the points. Yeah, let's unlock it. It's definitely worth it if I'm going to train Slayer, and it's one of my favorite skills in RuneScape, so I am going to want it. And we do have the Slayer level to make it, so I guess all we need to do is, well, I guess get the few other items. So I need a face mask as well, Need to get some money. It's kind of annoying. Okay, we got the face mask, and I think we can just combine it all. And there we go. The Slayer helm is made. And let's imbue it. Imbue the Slayer helm. So now I get the 15% damage increase for not only melee, but ranged and magic as well.
So it's a huge upgrade for my Slayer gear.
And that is the Slayer task completed. Killed 135 of them. Got almost 18,000 Slayer XP, which is really good. And now we're gonna head up and use my 2 brimstone keys that I got. And I think I want to try out some of the Varlamore content. So I think I'm gonna head there next. I do have it unlocked, but I think there's a few quests to do once I reach the area, and then might try some Perilous Moons. Okay, let's go explore Varlamore and do some quests and work our way towards Perilous Moon. Here we are in Varlamore. It looks really good. This is my first time being here. So yeah, Varlamore is actually pretty huge, and there is more of an expansion to come. But if we can see, I mean, the city is pretty big. I know there's a new thieving activity that I could do. And I guess the quest right there, Twilight's Promise, is just to the east. So let's go start that. And that is Twilight's Promise completed. Another quest point, also ability to use the Quetzals. And we did get some thieving XP, so that is level 43 thieving. I'm gonna have to really train thieving at some point. There's some quests that I really want to complete that need a higher thieving level. So I will have to do that soon. But really, just look at the detail on this place. I am on HD right now, but like that is amazing. And they even have the shadow coming in. Like that is really nice. They did a great job on the graphics in this area. Like I am kind of shocked. It's really good. Okay, time to start the Perilous Moons quest, which basically will give us a rundown of the Perilous Moon minigame or boss fight. So we'll go through that, and then we'll be able to actually try and get some kills or some kill count, and hopefully make some money off of this. Alright, here we go. I need big damage or I'm dying. Wow, he hits so hard. I'm out of food. 100 damage with no food. Not gonna happen. Please, please, please. Come on. Big hits, big hits, big hits. One more hit, one more hit.
Yes! I got it. Oh my god, I got it. That was such a close fight. Man, I struggled through all of those bosses.
And that is the Perilous Moons quest completed. That is a ton of Slayer XP. 40,000 Slayer XP. And we are now level 66 and 41 rune crafting.
Hey guys, so it's actually been quite a while since my last update. You can see, just looking at my stats, I did make quite a bit of progress. I got 80 defense and 80 attack at Sand Crabs, and also 82 strength. And we're up to a 15 mil cash stack. I have been doing a lot of flipping recently. So just looking at the history tab, you can see I was flipping a lot of different things.
Some of my best flips included maybe the Blue Moon chest plate. You can see I purchased it for maybe 1.7 mil, sold it for 1.9. I was just flipping a lot of the new Varlamore armors, and I made a ton of money off of these flips. I think I made about almost 5 mil today, which was awesome. So we are up to a 15 mil cash stack. Not really sure what I'm going to spend that on, since I do still have a lot of goals to accomplish. I did take a bit of a break from working on the requirements for Song of the Elves, but I still need 70 smithing. I also need 70 construction, and I believe 70 wood cutting as well. So quite a few more things to go for, but just wanted to give you a quick update on what I have been doing recently.
And just working on some thieving levels. That is level 50 thieving coming in. Just training thieving to get some more requirements for some quests that I will want to do in the future. Now, one of the requirements for Song of the Elves, which is sort of that big quest I'm going for, is 70 agility. Right now, I'm only level 64 and need hundreds of thousands of agility XP to get to level 70, which would take multiple boring hours. Now, one alternative is completing quests. There's a ton of quests in old school RuneScape that give a lot of agility XP. Now, some of these quests I'll have to complete anyway to actually complete Song of the Elves, but I will have to go out of my way to complete some. I do think it's worth it. I want to eventually go for the quest cape, and there's basically a free 400,000 agility XP on the table just by completing quests, and that will more than reach my goal of 70 agility. And to get started on that goal, we are going to start with Beneath Cursed Sands, the introduction to Tombs of Amascut.
Alright, so it's a brand new night. I do have a few goals. I want to get some quests completed tonight. You can see I actually trained a little bit of woodcutting today, up to level 66. And I'm also level 65 herblore, so just making a little bit of progress there. But I am going to be completing Beneath Cursed Sands. It actually unlocks Tombs of Amascut, but it also gives, for rewards, 50,000 agility XP. So it is one of those quests that I need to tick off to level up my agility. I do have it planned out. There are a few agility quests I can complete to actually level up my agility to 70, which is needed for Song of the Elves. So that is one reason why I'm going to do this quest right now. And also, I have an elite clue where I require the Pharaoh song, which is unlocked during this quest. So that's going to be the plan. I also did 2 beginner clue caskets, and so I'm just going to open them now, see what we get for those. First one, 270 coins. Not great. And 189. They were beginners, so wasn't really expecting much. Anyway, we're going to get started with Beneath Cursed Sands. And so this is Tombs of Amascut. I think we're actually going to be doing maybe part of the raid, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to actually do this, just because I'm probably not able to do the raid. I mean, if I was good at the game, I probably could with these stats, but it's likely going to be difficult, so hopefully this quest isn't too difficult to do, but we'll just have to wait and see. Well, I died. I spoke way too soon. I don't even know what happened. He kind of just destroyed me. Okay, I made it back, and I didn't actually read the quest guide in the top left. I was using overhead prayers, which made him hit extremely hard, so that was not very smart of me. Almost have him, and there we go. Got him. Okay, it's okay. Just keep on running. Stamina potion. I'll be able to get this, I think. These shadow things on the ground are kind of spooky, though. Oh my god, what was that? Uh-oh. I'm kind of trapped now. I'm dead. Nice big 20 on the rift. I like that. Just keep on dealing some consistent hits on him. Oh, he can hit melee pretty good. Pretty good melee hit there from him. See another shark just to be safe. I do have bruise too if I need. Scarab somewhere right there. Okay, I'm poisoned. That's bad. Run, 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 run. Okay, we're good. Come on, big hits here. Come on, big hits. Just one more nice hit. There we go.
Man, that was actually kind of fun, so kind of liked that. Talk to the High Priest and continue the quest. Okay, doing really well. I'm playing it safe this time. Gotta kill that shadow. It really does deal a lot of damage. One more. 3 health left. There it is. Boss fight done. And that should be the quest completed too. And there it is. Beneath Cursed Sands completed. 2 quest points. Access to Tombs of a Mascot. And more importantly, 50,000 agility XP. So that's going to get us to level 65 agility. Almost to 66 as well. And so that's basically how I'm going to get to level 70. Just do some quests with some big agility XP rewards. I also got a Circlet of Water and Karis Partisan. Looks like it's maybe a solid weapon. I guess not super great, but solid. And the Circlet of Water, I believe you can put water runes in it, and it acts as a water skin. Kind of cool. And really happy to have that quest completed. And now, part of the reason why I completed that quest now was so I can move on to the next step of this clue scroll. So I can play the Pharaoh, and we move on to the next step. Hopefully we're able to do it, but I was going to complete the quest anyway. Alright, we're here at the Shazian War Tent. Gotta love these plugins too, just showing you the exact emote to use. Talk to Yuri. And another clue. This is a pretty long clue. Odd spot to dig for a clue. Digging under a bunch of rock, but check it out. We got the casket. Alright. So, let's see what we got. I'll just head to the Grand Exchange, deposit some things, and we'll see what we got in this elite clue. Okay, let's see what we get. Oh, what's this? Do I want a chance of a mimic boss fight? Do I? I guess so. It's actually a combat achievement, so yes, I do. You must enable the chance the minute caused by speaking of a strange casket found upstairs in the Watson's house. Okay, I guess we're headed to Hosidius. Okay, found the strange casket in Watson's house. Okay, I was not ready for that. Okay, I guess we're challenging the Mimic. Just need to deal 4 damage. There we go. Oh, we got it. Now that we defeated the Mimic, let's see what we get in the Clue Casket. So it looks like we made about 181k, got a few decent items, so I'm not mad about that. You actually have a higher chance at the rares by defeating the Giant Mimic. So obviously we didn't get one, but whenever I get a Giant Mimic, I'm definitely going to want to do it to try and get one of those rares. Another goal of mine is to train construction. Player-owned houses in Old School are insane and just such a huge quality of life improvement with various teleports. You got the rejuvenation pool to replenish not only your run energy, but eventually prayer and hit points. So it's something I definitely want to do, and I'm going to start construction through construction contracts. They're very efficient in terms of GP per XP, definitely a lot slower XP per hour than the traditional construction training method, but we're going to start with this and get some quick and easy levels for construction. So I'm on my 29th construction contract. We're just about to get level 50 construction as soon as I complete this contract. And so far, they've actually been quite fun. I think the addition of construction contract does just give a nice element of training the skill. It's definitely more for Iron Man accounts because it saves your planks a lot more. But yeah, right now I am really enjoying it, and claiming that reward at the end of the contract, a few thousand XP, really does help. And that is level 50 construction coming in. We did just unlock the Adept contracts, which will give us more XP. We also need to use some higher level planks, but that's going to be the plan for a bit. I'll probably eventually move to the traditional method, which is higher XP per hours, but I'm just enjoying construction contracts for now, so let's keep it up. One of the big rewards from construction contracts is the plank sack, and so I did go ahead and buy one of those once I got the points. We needed 350, so it was quite a few construction contracts to get this. But the plank sack allows you to hold 28 planks just automatically in it, so it should help for construction training later on. Might not be super beneficial, just considering you can have things like the Demon Butler, but I think it should help a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and buy it. Once we get some more points, I'll end up buying the Carpenter's outfit, which will provide a small XP boost to training construction. That'll also be nice. Yeah, really happy with the plank sack. And this is probably something I should have done a while ago, but we did just complete Riveting Tail for the access to another hardwood tree patch. It's really how I've been getting most of my farming levels, is just checking these hardwood patches. I've stopped sort of farming fruit trees and just regular trees and just sticking to the hardwood patches, which takes about 3 or 4 days to grow. And it's just insane XP, like 15k per mahogany tree, so I'm really enjoying this method. So I've also been AFKing some combat on the side. I have been doing a lot of Ammonite crabs, and we've gotten base 80 combat stats, or at least melee stats, and I'm really close to 82 attack, which will unlock the Osmumpton's Fang. So I went ahead and bought myself one. We bought it for about 12.5 mil. Really, that's a great price. The Fang has been dropping in price a ton lately and probably will continue, but it's just such good value for the price that it's at. Like, it's actually so good against monsters with high defense. So I will be using it through Slayer and eventually some bosses as well. So I'm really happy with that purchase. It was a bit pricey just because I don't actually have that much cash right now, but I am really happy with that upgrade. I'll just need a little bit more attack XP until we can actually wield it. I've also been trying to focus on completing a few diary tasks and a few quests, and so I did complete the Current Easy Diary. I completed the quest Between a Rock and worked on the Wildy tasks. And we have completed both the easy and the medium wilderness tasks without getting PK'd as well, which is awesome. So now time to claim the rewards. Here we go, Wilderness Sword 2, 2 antique lamps, which I am going to be putting into rune crafting because I hate rune crafting. And there we go, and this is actually level 50 rune crafting, which is a pretty big achievement. I now have base 50 stats, so that is really nice, and we can get some more XP when we do Guardians of the Rift for rune crafting. But most importantly, we have both of the easy and medium achievements done, so we can now go do the wilderness pirate guys for full loot and hopefully make a lot of money there. And so just finished my first trip, and it went really well. Looking in the looting bag, I have 139k, probably only stayed there for maybe 6 or 7 minutes, so this is really good GP per hour, so I'm really happy with the zombie pirates so far. So I just got a huge upgrade. I got the Salve Amulet E, and I also got a Scroll of Imbuing from the PvP arena. Now if I combine them, it should give me the Salve Amulet EI, which gives me plus 20% damage against undead creatures, which does include the zombie pirates. So this is going to be extremely helpful when fighting those zombie pirates. So I've been just AFKing some woodcutting for the last few hours now, and we just got level 70 woodcutting a while ago. It is another skill requirement for Song of the Elves. I'll still need to get 70 agility, herb lore, smithing, and construction to have all the requirements, but that is another one checked off. I haven't been logging on too much lately, but I try not to miss my mahogany trees. So I've been doing a lot of those, and that is level 80 farming coming in. So getting the farming level up a lot. It's just such easy XP to just log in and check it every few days. So I'm definitely going to continue doing that. And I decided to switch to the faster construction training, and that is level 70 construction, another completed requirement for Song of the Elves. Now it just leaves agility and herb lore as well as smithing, which should be pretty quick. So only 3 skills left, and of course, some quests left before we can do Song of the Elves. Now, I have been looking to upgrade my mage setup. It's pretty basic right now, and I think one great way to do that is to complete Mage Arena and Mage Arena 2 so I can get the Imbued God Cape. So let's get that one done. Mage Arena 1 was pretty simple. Now we're doing Mage Arena 2. It looks like we need to defeat 3 bosses in the wilderness. I'm always so scared that someone's going to come up and kill me right now, but it's looking good. Haven't seen anyone so far, and I'm not really risking much anyway. But yeah, almost got the kill on the Guthix boss. And the first boss is down. We got the Sigil, and now let's go on to the next boss. And the Saradomin boss was pretty easy. We're down to the Zamorak boss last, and he is almost done. I have tons of food. Should be an easy kill. And there is the Demon Heart. Let's head back to Caladion, collect my cape. Alright, so I get to choose which cape I want, and I think I'm gonna have to go with the Imbued Zami cape. It's gonna go really well with the Bloodbark armor. So let's use the Zami cape on Caladion and imbue it. There we go, we got the Mage Arena 2 cape. That is gonna be my best in slot magic cape. I think it just is the best in slot magic cape actually. So that is awesome. Huge upgrade to the magic gear setup. Now this is going to be our mage setup. It's looking pretty good. It's definitely not that powerful, but we're going to be testing it out at Barrows. Haven't done any Barrows on Old School yet. It's a pretty easy boss. So let's test it out, see if we can get any drops. So we got a few Barrows drops. That was really nice. Let's open some of the clues I got, starting with the beginner. Nothing, 658 coins. Let's do the medium, again, nothing. And, 129k purple sweets from that one. So a little bit of money, but overall not great. I'm really starting to feel like I want to get into some better PVM. So I'm going to be looking at getting the 3 damage boosting prayers for the combat styles. Just completed King's Ransom. That will unlock Chivalry and Piety. And then we'll also buy the Dexterous and Arcane Prayer Scrolls. Probably about 20 mil to buy the Dexterous and the Arcane Prayer Scrolls. So it's not that expensive. Following King's Ransom, I did complete the Knight's Training Ground, and we did unlock Piety. I have the prayer level for it, so that is going to be a huge damage boosting upgrade. It's something I put off for maybe a little bit too long, but it's really nice to have that. It's a huge damage boost for melee. And next up, we're going to get Rigor and then eventually Augury, although it's not as important. It's kind of crazy how cheap the Arcane Prayer Scroll is. It's about 2 mil. And then the Dexterous, about 17 mil at this time. So we're going to buy both. I'll just leave those buy offers in and wait for them to buy. But those are going to be huge buffs, especially Rigor. So I'm really happy to get those. And that is Arcane bought for just over 2 mil. Really happy with that buy. And I bumped up the price for the Dexterous Prayer Scroll a little bit. So we bought that one as well, just over 17 mil. And just finishing at the Chaos Altar, that is level 74 prayer coming in. It's always intense training in the wilderness. And yeah, I just have a few more bones that I'll just finish out, and then we're gonna head back. It is huge having Rigor unlocked. Eventually I'll get 77 prayer, but again, it's not really much of a priority. I don't think it gives that much of a damage increase for magic. So I'm not too pressed to get that right now. And so next I went on a bit of a quest grind. We finished a lot of the recipe for disaster quests and capped it off by completing Desert Treasure 1, unlocking the Ancient Spellbook. Huge unlock for the account. And following that up, we completed the recipe for disaster finale, unlocking the Barrows gloves, some of the best gloves in the game, especially as a quest reward. So some huge unlocks made for the account just by completing those quests. We followed this up with making quite a bit more progress on completing some more quests, some diary tasks, also did some more Barrows and got another Adarok helm and Torag helm. At this point, I'm really enjoying bossing and getting some more unique, some more collection log slots, and I think it's time to take a step up from Barrows and do the Perilous Moons. We did the Perilous Moons for the quest. It was a bit rough, but I think it's definitely a boss I can go ahead and learn, and lucky enough, my clan is actually doing a Perilous Moons event to see who can get the most KC in a week. So we're going to be grinding some Perilous Moons, hopefully get a lot of drops, which will actually improve my gear setups as well. And so it was a really fun boss of the week at the Perilous Moons. I finished with 191 KC, coming in second place for a little bit of a prize winning. And not only that, my bank value increased a ton just from getting all of the gear. I did finish up the Perilous Moons collection log at 210 KC, so didn't even have to do that many more kills after the event was over. Now, following the fun week of bossing, it's time to get some more gains on the account, starting with a Grandmaster quest, Monkey Madness 2. This quest was a very long quest, and definitely the worst part was going through Croc's dungeon. The amount of times I had to go back and restart the agility part of the dungeon because I fell down, it was just really annoying. Not only that, I reached Croc and I didn't really realize I had to fight him, didn't have my melee gear, and had to beat him with my staff, and I made sure to stay there, and I had to flinch him to get this kill. And just to show you how bad this was, you can see my average damage per second is 1.7, and it's saying it will take me 377 seconds to get this kill, and that's if I was hitting him constantly, where with flinching you have to wait before going to attack him again. So it definitely wasn't smart of me not to bring any combat gear, but we ended up getting the kill and progressing through the quest. The maze out at sea definitely wasn't as annoying as Croc's dungeon, but it still was a bit tedious. I managed to complete this sort of maze after my second try. It definitely did take a while to complete. Following that, we had to take on the demonic gorillas and glow, which I didn't think was going to be this difficult. Oh my god, this is hard. Oh my god. What do I pray? Oh, god, I am gonna die. I don't know what to pray, and I died. And editor me here. Looking back at that clip, it's kind of wild how bad I was. I just had to pray range there. Like, now knowing how to defeat demonic gorillas, it seems so simple, and it really goes to show how much I have improved over the past year. Alright, we actually killed it, didn't we? Oh, I missed the prayer flick. I needed that health. Come on, just kill it. Oh my god, of course it switched. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Let's try and just tank a big hit. 23? Are you kidding me? And following the pretty rough demonic gorilla kill, time to take on Glau, and he is difficult. And after the earlier death, I wasn't too happy with this. Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, what the f is that? What was that? Like, is it melee? Can you just not protect from it? Probably not, right? Can I dodge it like that? Oh my good god, it's fucking brutal though. What the? Holy. What the hell is that? Yeah, you could say Glau left a sour taste in my mouth, but luckily enough, I ended up watching a guide, and yeah, you do just have to tank a bunch of hits, but I managed to get the kill and complete Monkey Madness 2. Come on, hit him. Yes. Oh, we took him out. I guess I am happy about that. There it is, 80,000 Slayer XP, 60,000 Agility, 50,000 Thieving, and 50,000 Hunter. And with that, Monkey Madness 2 is complete. We have unlocked Demonic Gorillas for later. Over the next few weeks, I did a bit of fun events with my clan and with some friends. We did some Huey with my clan mates. I also did my first TOA run. I was carried by Afroman and KJ, and I ended up dying on the last boss, but they finished the kill for me. No luck with the loot, but TOA is definitely a boss or raid that I do want to learn at some point. That boulder's hitting me every time.
Right, left. Ooh,
Ah.
It's okay. It was a good try. You made it really far.
And so TOA was pretty fun. Was my first time doing it, so I obviously did find it difficult, but definitely a raid I want to do in the future, and always doesn't feel great when your title for the raid is the Leech, but not too bad for the first attempt. Following the TOA, I went back to finally go and complete the main goal I had over this past year, is completing Song of the Elves and unlocking the Gauntlet. I started by completing Roving Elves, then Morning's End Part 1 and Part 2. I then got the final level requirement being level 70 smithing through the Blast Furnace, and now it's time to start Song of the Elves. So, now that I have all of the requirements, I can now start Song of the Elves, and I put it off for long enough. It's time to go ahead and start this quest. Let's talk to Edmund and begin Song of the Elves. Overall, I felt like Song of the Elves was a pretty good quest. Definitely had some similarities to Morning's End and everything with the light pillars. And yeah, I thought it was a good quest. The boss fight at the end was good as well. I watched a quick guide and it wasn't frustrating, had some good mechanics. Overall, it was a fantastic quest. And after a few hours of working on this quest, after 2 different sessions, I finally completed Song of the Elves and unlocked Prifddinas. This is such a huge unlock. Oh my god, I've been going for this for months. Honestly, it was kind of my goal a year ago, and I just slowly worked towards it. And we are finally inside the City of Elves. Prifddinas is unlocked, Song of the Elves is completed. Huge quest to complete for the account. Now that we are here in Prifddinas, we have a lot of unlocks. We of course unlocked the Gauntlet and Corrupted Gauntlet. It has Zalcana, which is a mining, skilling boss, a bunch of shops, some thieving activities, an agility course, and probably so much more. So it's a lot to explore, and I can't wait to do it. But to start, I want to do the one thing, the main thing that I wanted to unlock, being the Gauntlet. And on my first attempt of the Gauntlet, basically without a guide, it didn't go too well. You can see I didn't even have any armor because I didn't know how to make it. Yeah, it really didn't go well, and you can see it ended quite fast. It did only take watching a quick guide and a few more attempts to really get the hang of this boss, at least in normal mode. And after about 2 or 3 attempts, we got our first normal mode Gauntlet kill, which officially unlocks the Corrupted Gauntlet. That is going to be something I will be learning, but that is a story for another time. Looking back on this past year, I have learned so much about old school RuneScape, and honestly, I am really enjoying the game. I've gained about 700 total levels, completed many quests, and only have 15 or so left for the quest cape. I've also started to learn many bosses and really get into the PVM scene, and this is something that I really enjoy with RuneScape 3, so I can definitely see myself enjoying it with old school RuneScape as well as I get deeper and deeper into it, and the Gauntlet is just the beginning. The journey is only getting started. Thank you all for watching.